Trying to find the perfect resort for your destination wedding? Here's some things I don't like about hotels, and for that reason, I won't recommend them. Hi, I'm Jack with Vacationies. Do me a favor, subscribe to our videos. I post new videos every Tuesday. If you can click for the notifications, you'll be notified when I post. So picking a resort for your destination wedding is a really important thing. It's really a make or break for you and your guests. So here's 5 reasons that I don't select certain hotels. Now, if you're looking for me to tell you which hotels not to choose, I'm not going to do that, but I'm going to give you some things that I don't like. Number 1, everybody's a foodie today, right? We love good food, we want a lot of options. So the first thing I don't do is pick hotels that limit you, or in my mind, are buffet intensive. Why? Your average guest is going to be at a hotel for 4 or 5 nights for a destination wedding. We like to choose hotels that have 5, 6, 7, 8, a lot of restaurant options so that they can really enjoy the culinary foodie experience. There are a lot of hotels out there now that are a bunch of buffets. Now, I'm fine with a buffet, but some of the hotels now make you choose which restaurants you're going to go to as soon as you check in. And how do I know where I want to eat? The other thing is, some of these hotels will only give you options to eat at certain restaurants based upon the number of nights you stay at the hotel. So as an example, there is a very large chain of resorts that if you're there for 4 nights, they'll let you eat at an a la carte, a specialty restaurant they'll call that, 1 or 2 nights out of your stay, and all the other nights you have to go to the buffet. Hey, I don't want to limit my friends and family where they can or can't eat. So I do not like suggesting resorts that limit people where they can and where they can't eat. Number 2, drinks. Everybody likes a good drink now or then, and some people go to all-inclusives because just that, the drinks are included. I do not like suggesting resorts that when you go to the bar and you look at the back bar, you have no idea what they're serving you. Or, even worse, there's a group of hotels that when you go to the bar, they are going to pour vodka and certain drinks, rums, out of squirt bottles. How do I know it's not ketchup? Only kidding. But reality is, if I want a drink and I want Grey Goose, or if I want Añejo tequila, I want to be able to choose that. So, I do not suggest resorts that have drinks that at a really low level of quality and beer that you have no idea what it is. Whether it's American beer, Mexican, Dominican, I want to see these things and know what they are. The other thing is, back to bars, if I'm sitting on the beach, I do not want to have to get up and go get a drink. I know it sounds like I'm lazy, but I'm on vacation at your wedding. I want to go to a resort that I go, hey, or someone's walking around all day long asking me if I want a drink. I don't want to go stand in a line for drinks. I want them to come to me and offer me a drink because I'm the guest at your wedding and I want to enjoy myself. So again, I want to make sure the brands of alcohol they're serving are comparable to what I would get at home, so that, as you've seen in the past, there were rumors of people that got sick on bad alcohol. It can happen, but at the right level of resorts, it's not going to happen because you're going to have brands that you know and brands that you would pay extra for at home, and that, for someone that likes a good drink, is going to make their experience an amazing experience for the brands at the bars. Now, another thing I don't like is service, or bad service. I'm sorry, I like good service. It's bad service. And what I've found, there is a consistent group of resorts that either are trying to save money and reduce their staff, but it's impossible to get anything done. I'm standing in line at buffets. I'm standing in line at bars to get drinks, and I already said I don't like standing in line. That if I want to go to the pool, I have to use a towel card system, which drives me crazy. I don't want someone looking at the color of my bracelet and determining that because I stayed in an inexpensive room, I can only have one towel. If I want one to dry off on and one to cover myself away from the sun. So service is a big thing for me. So we typically are not going to suggest resorts I know have bad service. Again, there's a lot of resort options out there, So I want to make sure that when we're helping you pick a resort for your wedding, we are picking a resort that is going to blow away the expectations of your guests. And I don't want to hear from your guests after you return that, oh my gosh, the wedding was amazing, but I would never go back to that resort. We want people to love the resort you chose. So bad service is another thing, or lack of services are another thing. The other thing is, specifically for you, is the wedding team. We want to make sure that the wedding team at the resort is there to work with you to custom create the wedding of your dreams. I do not like working at resorts that are wedding factories, and there are resorts I know of that will do 10 or 12 weddings a day. So evidently people like working with those resorts. It's just not the resorts we like working with. I want you to have a great experience. I want you to create the wedding of your dreams. I don't want you to have to buy the bronze, silver, gold, slimmer, whatever package they sell you. If you have a Pinterest board or you have an idea, I want that wedding planner at the resort, the wedding designer at the resort, to say to you, yes, we can help you make the wedding of your dreams. I want you to be responded to by these people on an expedient basis. Things are going to be slow, but I just want them to be responding to you. I want you to have an amazing experience planning your destination wedding. Now, the last thing is that it really bothers me that some of these resorts now, specifically after COVID, are just trying to make up all the money they lost by not being open. And there are a group of resorts that just nickel and dime your guests. Every time you turn around, they're charging extra fees. As examples, if let's say you want room service and you're not in the club level room or a certain room category, room service may be non-existent or may be extra, or they may charge a service fee. You may not get robes or slippers in your room. Now again, these are little things, but to some people all this stuff matters. I hear from clients all the time that they love putting the robe and slippers on, going on their balcony and ordering breakfast in bed or breakfast on their balcony and looking at the ocean. So I don't like nickel and diming. I don't like every time you turn around, if you want to attend the yoga class, they're going to charge extra. Or let's say that you want to use a kayak or some water sports, they'll charge extra. It's supposed to be all inclusive. And we don't want your guests having a bad experience. What I find is about 50% of people attending a destination wedding, this may be their first international trip or their first trip to an all-inclusive resort. Make sure that you find a travel professional that has experience in planning destination weddings, as well as someone that understands what you're looking for and the specific resorts or locations within the destination wedding, because we want you and your guests to have an amazing destination wedding. Hopefully this is helpful, so you now understand why there are resorts that you may ask us travel professionals about, and we may tell you we don't want to work with them. So to me, I just wanted people to know, because I've had this question asked recently, and hopefully this helps for you to understand that. Thanks for watching.